But no, these are the games that they play. They're going to drag this out. They're going to reclassify it the same way they did with the pistol braces to inconvenience all of us for another 3 fucking years. Fuck the ATF. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, and this video is going to be 18 plus, I can say all of the goddamn things that I want to say about the ATF because of what they've done today. Like, for instance, I'm pretty sure they start the morning meeting with a circle jerk. Like, you know how the government has government cheese? In that meeting, I'm sure that they get their daily helping of cheese. Dick cheese. Anyway, the ATF, they're so busy sucking each other's dicks. They're so busy doing that they, I think, didn't have time to read the lawsuit that was settled on the antithesis matter. Like, it's like they're just too busy. They're either too busy or they got tired of shooting dogs. I don't know. But the point is, the ATF decided that they're going to reclassify the antithesis despite a lawsuit saying that it's not a rifle. Anyway, so look at this shit. So ATF dropped a tweet or a X post today saying, on August 29th, 2025, ATF issued an open letter reclassifying Franklin Army's Reformation and Antithesis. The open letter implemented a settlement agreement which classified these weapons as firearms under the Gun Control Act, but not subject to the controls of the NFA. The open letter only applies to the 2 models listed in the letter, in the specific configuration that was the said subject of the settlement agreement. Other short-barreled firearms are not covered by the settlement agreement even if they are being branded as Reformation or Antithesis. So, what does that mean? That means that the ATF is saying that the very specific way that these firearms was designed doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They are saying that the models and the specifications inside of this lawsuit are the only thing that is exempt. So that would essentially mean that anything that isn't very specific. So Franklin Armory wants to license this product or this patent to other companies. Is that what the ATF is referring to, that won't count? Or are they referring to the firearm being able to use 5.56, and if you use 5.56, that you are not able to use that, you have to use the patented round? I don't know. This is kind of vague. All it says is you are not able to use... Who knows? All we know at this point is that they have issued this, and because it's so goddamn vague, Franklin Armory has actually issued a statement after taking off all of the antithesis firearms on their website for sale. So if we go over to the Franklin Armory statement, they said, last night, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives requested that we voluntarily bring back all 5.56 caliber antithesis firearms in advance of the agency issuing a new classification. We were surprised by this in light of the U.S. District Court's ruling in Frack v. Bondi. What could they possibly be reclassifying this as? Like, what is the reclassification exactly? Because it's in a lawsuit. If they can't classify it as a rifle and they can't classify it as a shotgun, what classification could they possibly bring that would still make it an NFA item? I don't know. Anyway, out of an abundance of caution for the well-being of consumers, dealers, and distributors, we are voluntarily requesting all of our customers to return their 5.56 caliber antithesis firearms for a full refund. I gotta give it to them, at least they're given a full refund. We encourage customers who have taken possession of an antithesis firearm to contact Franklin Armory Customer Service for an RMA and shipping label. This return does not affect Reformation, the 410-45 LC Antithesis, or any other firearm made by Franklin Armory. As As facilitators of freedom, we are actively raising our concerns with various entities within Congress and the Trump administration. We are also hopeful that continued negotiations with ATF can arrive at a solution that avoids litigation, if at all possible. Be assured this will not be the final chapter on antithesis. Okay, here's what I want to know, right? So this part here, this return does not affect reformation, so it does not affect the straight lands and grooves in the barrel of the Reformation, right? It does not affect the 41045 LC antithesis, right? Only the 556 antithesis with a rifled barrel. Huh. So they don't have a problem with the 410, the 45 LC antithesis, which uses more than one type of projectile. But the 556 one that uses more than one type of projectile, which was basically designed the same way, and they actually made a proprietary round for. Oh, but they have a problem with that one, huh? Yeah, okay, ATF. Okay. Okay. The ATF's over here like, but we gotta protect the populace from the widow rifles, the widow firearms, because actually they're not rifles, they're firearms under the definition of the law. But we can't handle being wrong. We can't handle not being able to be gun grabbers. Fucking ATF. I am so sick and tired of this agency that does not make laws, is not supposed to be interpreting laws, is supposed to only enforce the letter of the law. And Franklin Armory followed the letter of the law. Just give it up, ATF. The whole reason that fucking the Department of Justice under Bondi even went back and said, we'll settle, is because they knew they would lose in court if it went to an appellate court or anything higher. It's because they knew, because it doesn't fall under the definition. I don't care, ATF, if you sit here and you say, oh, well, it's a short-barreled firearm and therefore it's an SBR just because we say so. I don't care. You can't do that. Also, if it is very specific, if you're saying, like, if they're saying that, okay, this specific thing that was in the lawsuit applied to, like, I don't know, this 41045, and then they turned around and made the 556 based on the same principle, what makes the ATF think that if this was already decided in court, and then they just took that and made a new platform, but used the exact same patented technology, what makes the ATF think that the court will decide any other way when there is already precedent from an 8-year-long court battle? What, so you're just going to waste taxpayer money to fight a fight that's not going to go anywhere because it was already decided? But no, these are the games that they play. They're going to drag this out. They're going to reclassify it the same way they did with the pistol braces to inconvenience all of us for another 3 fucking years, all because they cannot. I just can't. I don't get it. It frustrates me to no end because I saw this and I was like, dude, this is amazing. This is exactly what we need. And immediately, bam, like that, it's fucking gone. And the worst part is, it's not that it's gone forever. It's just that it has been, it's going to be pulled off. These guns are going to be pulled off the shelves for another like year or two, or until we get some bullshit clarification, and then they'll be put back out and probably nothing's going to change. It's just another delay to our rights. I'm so sick and tired of it. God damn it, guys. I had to say something about this. I'm just pissed off. You guys tell me in the comments down below whether or not you are as pissed off as I am. What do you think is going to happen? And where do you think that this whole thing is going to go? What do you think they're going to reclassify this as? Do you think they're going to reclassify them as SBRs? Or are they going to come up with a whole new BS, like definition or customization or classification that they just invent out of thin air? I don't know. You tell me in the comments down below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my affiliate links. Love you guys. I will see you in the next one.